Hello, everybody. It's Carrier Sunday. Let me turn the drums down a little bit. That is studio drummer doing the voice of Tommy Tom Tom, which does the voice of the drummer boy from Hazardous Triple X. And that's where the drum cadences you hear in the background sometimes is our studio drummer kind of working on the voice of the drummer boy through Tommy Tom Tom, because it's the face that's doing like the story kind of through their music and the way it's being told, and the sound off, drum voice sound off, let them know we're here. Well, that's through the face and them doing their stuff. And there's a couple things going on in the studio and Fun Parks Comics. Started playing DC comic. Got a couple characters rolled up. One, her name is Jessie Ghost. I did create a storyline.
That little ship should just come. The next scene,
I
that
love this little ship.
and it just.
Bumblebee.
Oh, I'm
That's
playing with all
Bumblebee.
this stuff. I love it.
Bumblebee's
From you,
on
see
that
there it
ship.
is. There he
I'm gonna
is,
do something
Bumblebee.
here, so. That way I can't
There's
see
my guy.
myself.
Look at it.
I got a little bench.
He's our
down here now. I
commander.
can put my feet
And he's got his buddy there.
up. Oh. Bumblebee is
William
the
Hazley,
commander.
Hazley,
He's the commander
who
of the
was
ship.
the destroyer commander in World War II. He went on to do
Hazley.
the Midway thing.
There's a history with him. He was one of those
I
commanders
think
that kind of
I think he
grew
was
up
part of the
as the
carrier
aircraft
task
wing
force
grew
that
up.
did the Doolittle
And
raid,
it-
if I'm not mistaken.
I
'cause
think it was his
he was like a
carrier.
cruiser
Yes, I do believe
commander,
so.
and they made him a carrier commander at the time because
I think that was a
at one
flagship,
point
the
they didn't
Hornet at
have
the
carrier
time.
commanders. It's like,
I'm not sure.
anybody know how to run a carrier?
I'll have to
Well,
do
I'm not
some
really quite sure. I'll give it a
research.
try. Well, thank you, sir. Here's your crew. Have fun. And the first plane
But
crashed.
that's
on
why I have
takeoff.
that one there. One thing
there's
about
his career
this,
started
I
in this
figured out how
I'm
the
just-
camouflage
I don't
works.
know that. I made that
I
up.
know how
But
to
that,
make
there
permanent
was that time when
camouflage.
the
Every
first
one of them
guy
hangers,
running that ship and
every
taking
one of
it
my
out to sea
carriers
was new at it. They didn't have no idea
have
how to run a carrier.
permanent
And they
paint
learned.
jobs.
They learned fast and
Thank
quick.
you, Sergeant
especially
Bones.
after Pearl
He knows
Harbor.
what he's doing.
And then when they figured it out, ouch,
It's
they had a
matter
punch
of
coming. And they've been
Taking what you
carrying that
have
punch
already
ever since.
and converting it over
So,
and using
that's
that
the
to create
United
more
States
paint
Navy.
to do
Salute.
the camouflage. And
Gotta salute them.
once you get enough,
All
salute.
navies, anybody out there doing it,
Salute.
man, you gotta salute them.
Yeah.
That's tough to be out there at sea away from family
Oh,
and friends.
no.
Okay, from ELE Studio and Sons, fill that in, old Grizz. I want to say thank you for watching.
Yes.
We're gonna put this into the clips, and we're
saluting
gonna make
All
ourselves
those who have served
a
and all
Carrier
those who
Sunday
have
clip.
given the ultimate
and if I
sacrifice
use this, I
our
want
service
something in there.
members
So. Okay, with
of
that,
all
we'll
branches,
see you
of all
later. Have a
services.
good night,
Salute.
and ball is in the air.
Yes, it is. Wall is in the air. Okay. I did my salute. And I'll put this in the back before I spill it. Oh, that's still going. Hey, that's a little destroyer. I always work. See, my chair hits that back there and it spills everything. I'd rather have it spill back there than out here, so because then there's too much electronics and stuff. And see how the new mic works. And out of costume. Hold on a second. I forget I'm still recording down here too. You can hear the. Oh, I almost said it. It's not them little with the stripes down. This is Prairie Dog. Prairie dogs are cool. One of the designers that does Planet Zoo, she built a habitat for prairie dogs in Planet Zoo. So that's the tie of Planet Coaster Planet. And so, like I said, I don't want. Listen, prairie dog. Don't be mistaken for that other little guy that's famous. Has got that letter on the front of his sweater. We can't go there. That is somebody else's stuff, and you have to respect their stuff. And whoever did that for that
little chipmunk and the girl chipmunks and the brother chipmunks and to tie it in with awesome job. That was hard to do. It took a lot of people working on that, but the people that did the voice acting, did the voice singing, they're the ones that made that movie what it was. And I I I watch it today. I'm a grown man of 65 years old. I still watch that. I grew up with it. But like I said, I'm not using that here. I have my own prairie dogs. Developed for our Fun Park Comics. Old Grizz is Fun Park Comics. Old Grizz is running some of these ships. Different commanders though. Like I have all carrier commanders for the moment. I think there's one I'm missing though. I think it's the British line. But I have to save a lot of the stuff, my resources, because I spend it too quick. But I got to start building up my carriers that I already have, which is a slow process because I kind of hop around the different ones instead of just focusing on one carrier, getting it up to its maximum, and then go and get another carrier working that one. We might do that a little. That's something I could do off camera. But for Carrier Sunday, I like going through the whole fleet of carriers, and that's what I've done tonight. I've got some of them sped up. I'm just reviewing it right now, putting an audio track in there with the studio drummer doing drummer boy cadence that I got in the background. You can hear it once in a while. On the other screen, guess we have a new update. I have been logging into DC Comics, the game online. I've created a few characters. I've introduced Jesse Ghost and a friend of mine that does Coaster Planet and other games, but we've been chatting back and forth, and he suggested, and then I just nonchalantly said, well, now I have to come up with a backstory. So after we were done chatting stuff, I took a pencil, piece of paper. I've got like 3 pages I wrote down of notes and stuff, so I remember and I can look at them and keep everything straight because I created a villain character that supposedly saved her life when he kind of felt bad for her in the circumstances. That's part of the story, and I call it the Bookworm. It's Jesse Ghost, the Bookworm. And like I said, I'm going to go through, do the story when I get back in on DC Comic, or DC World when I get back into Gothic. Well, I'm in Metropolis too. I got Old Grizz there. Yeah, Old Grizz is running a character. He's one of my avatars there. I got him as a hero, and he's kind of just a brawny guy that does a lot of running and punching out. And, I will be back. Hold up a second. I'm back. And we're doing a recording. I had to pause. Phil hadn't, I thought might have needed something, and everything else pauses because she comes first, and I gotta make sure she's okay. And she's fine. She's doing good. I got her. I've been making sun tea. That's the thing with this tea I got sitting back here. I call it my prop rum because I don't want to sit and get drunk while I'm doing this. Once in a while, I don't mind having a shot or having a drink. I do like Captain Morgan over rocks. But like I said, I don't want to promote anything or anybody else's products. That's the reason I changed the labels. And right now, everything I got sitting on my little back here, this little bar I got sitting back here, it's all prop rum. It's to make it look like see, I was theater when I was in high school. I did a little theater when I was in the Air Force, so I know about making it look like you might have something to drink because that's a lot of the stuff requires it. But
You don't want your actors getting drunk while they're trying to do a performance. Afterwards, they do. Cast parties, and they're legends. You know, there's. Yeah, I'm not going there, but being part of a theater group can be interesting. It can be fun too. So I'm not going to put down. I did my share party, had some good times. Um, I talked about the one act play we did in high school that we went to state. It was Stephen Point, Wisconsin, is where that one act contest thing that we did for school. It was like when your football team or high school basketball team goes to state and takes on the champions. It's similar to that. It's that kind of level of putting on a play and performing in front of. Because usually there's 3 judges that judge how well your class or your team put this play on, and that's what this one act play was we did in high school. Hair, tortoise in the hair. The old, yeah. Don't get cocky because the tortoise just keeps going the same steady speed. Yeah, we all know the fairy tale. But the people that did the play were awesome. And the more I think about it, it was an actual brilliant little play we did. And like for something like that, 9 times out of 10, a play like that does not get received well by judges because they can be too childish type of thing, you know. But our people, whoever, I can't remember her name, and I do apologize. All my instructors through schools and stuff, thank you very much, and I apologize for not knowing names. One of the biggest things I have problem with growing up and getting through school was everything in the beginning dealt with having to memorize stuff. So as a little child, all the way up to 65 years later, I still have trouble trying to remember stuff. So what's the thing I learned to do? Wisdom, right? Wisdom, let's talk a little bit. I learned to write it down. And that's what I did with Jesse Ghost. I created a storyline. I did the same thing with Hazardous Triple X and the Drummer Boy. I've got it written down. I do have a couple of books I've written, but I don't want to publish them because once you put them out there, you subject them to criticism. And for me, they're my favorite. I love them. I think they're cool. I read them over and over again. But I think I'd be crushed if I put it out there and some person that doesn't know how to write or has never written in his life comes along and says, "Oh, this is trash." You know what? Screw you. That was 2 years of my life I wrote that. You know, so. But that's we're gonna speed this up though. So we're gonna get a little bit of Andy the Prairie Dog working a desk here tonight. It's getting into fall. Colors are changing. I leave the Rebel out. I got some stuff working on that. Jesse the Ghost and the Bookworm. See, you gotta write it down. I'm working on that. I created a villain to go with Jesse Ghost. And the thing is, the villain's not really a bad guy. He just got stuck having to do stuff for these the Joker and them that kind of say, hey, you got to do this or else and all. So, like I said, there's a story there. I started creating it. So when I jump back on to DC, I will work on that comic strip a little bit. It's like a movie comic strip because I already started it. And this is Old Grizz's Fun Park Comics where Carrier Sunday. I want to say thank you. The script, cut and print, post, put it in a can on the show. But Phil let it know Grizz. Thank you for watching. So everybody, thank you for watching and hope that was close. Thank you everybody. Well done. We'll do it again next Sunday.